Hey everybody, tonight we are having homemade hamburgers for dinner, and so we're gonna see what we're gonna put inside the burgers. All right, so this is about 1.25 pounds of ground beef. I think I mentioned before, we buy our ground beef in bulk at Sam's. So what I do is it comes in about almost 5-pound package, and so I divvy them up into like a little bit over a pound, and I put them in my vacuum sealer, and then put them in the freezer, and they're ready to go. So I've got 1.25 pounds roughly, and now I'm going to use a packet of Lipton Golden Onion soup mix. This stuff is really good, better than just the regular soup mix. So, and sometimes this stuff comes out a little bit chunky, so I'm actually gonna have fun with this. Yeah, it's some aggression to get out. That's a good way to do it. Watch, my husband's gonna come in from work, and I'm gonna have a rolling pin in my hand. Let's see what kind of look he gives me. All right, just rolled it, pat it out a little bit. We want to get it kind of really fine, not such big chunks. So this was a last-minute decision on what am I going to do with the ground beef today. We already made meatball subs last week, and I actually got the notion to make hamburger soup in the upcoming days. I think when it gets a little cooler out, maybe I'll make some of that. So I've got lots of ground beef in the freezer. Let's see, how's this feeling? Yeah, it's still got some big chunks in there. So we're gonna just roll. Kind of noisy. Roll. All right, feels good. Cut her open, add her to the bowl. Sometimes it's hard thinking up recipes to make. Sometimes I get inspired. So other days I'm just like, I worked too long. Let's just put together something fairly easy. All right, so I've also got Worcestershire, however you want to say it. I've got some of this, and I'm gonna actually put a generous amount in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Believe me, I said it was gonna be generous. There's a good amount of salt in this, so that's why I'm not gonna use a lot of salt. And then I'm gonna do some granulated garlic. And just eyeball it. I like garlic. All right, I'm gonna add in a little bit of pickled jalapenos. I'm gonna dice them up pretty fine so you're not biting into really big chunks of jalapeno. I prefer it this way. Not everybody likes heat, but my husband and I definitely do. And we're just gonna dice them up. I really love watching Food Network. And you kind of learn little tricks, I think it was Rachel Ray that taught me how to really, use a knife, and you cut with your knuckles kind of bent, or your fingers bent down, and rub it against the knuckles, the knife, so that way you don't chop off your fingers. It's a pretty good way. But yeah, I mean, you just learn little tricks here and there. Believe me, I'm no professional chef, but I like to feel like I am. These are good and minced. All right, these are gonna go in. All right, and I'm gonna give this a mix now, and then what I'm gonna add in before we actually patty them, I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese. So, now, since I added the Worcestershire, I'm not gonna actually add a lot of salt. Just a little bit. And I'm just gonna sit here and mix this up, let it incorporate, and then right before I patty them, I'm gonna add in some shredded cheese. All right. I've also been told by Food Network that you don't want to over mix your meat because I think it'll get gummy. So I'm gonna leave it just like that. Wash my hands. All right, now we're just gonna open up the cheese, add in like maybe, I'm guessing about a half a cup. Let's see. I'm a big eyeball it type of person. I like to kind of just cook and wing it. I've heard that baking is something you do not wing. You have to have precise measurements for that. But in general, cooking, I can kind of wing it, eyeball it, and just kind of throw in what looks good. So I've got a decent amount of cheese. Let me let it pinch more. And then I'm going to just mix this up as well. Not too much. And then we're gonna form them into patties. Okay. So how I patty up my burgers, I actually use the top of a peanut butter jar. Now this has not really been, it's got the little plastic liner over it, so don't worry, it doesn't have peanut butter. But if it was an open peanut butter jar, I took just a little piece of saran wrap and I stick it right down like that. And then you can buy them on Amazon, the patty makers. But why when that works? So I'm just gonna patty these up. I'm gonna give them pretty full, because when they go on the grill or on the skillet, I'm gonna press them down, make them flatten out just a little bit. So, all right, that looks good. And then we just take it like this. It gives it a nice round shape. Okay. And here we go. All right, let's just keep pattying. See the jalapeno in there? Yum. And, this is gonna be a big one. Or we can make a little baby burger. Let's see how it works out. There's number 4. Ooh, that one's got a lot of cheese in it. That'll be good. And then let's see if we can make something out of this last little bit. It might be a thin one. This ground beef is feeling really nice. It's kind of crumbly, you know, it's not all gooey. Like I said, we didn't overwork it. So it's able to, like, it'll cook up nice. And last one is a baby. All right. So these are actually going to go in the fridge, and they're going to, you know, settle up, and then before I grill them, I'm going to take them out about 20 minutes before that, let them come to room temperature, because you're really not supposed to put cold meat on a hot grill, because the meat will seize up. So I'm going to let it sit out for about 20 minutes at room temperature. But for now, I'm let them put in the fridge, let them marry, let all those flavors get together, and then we'll cook them up later. Okay, so I just did a video. I didn't hit record, but what I was saying was I'm gonna make a little burger sauce. I've already made the sauce, but what I added was mayonnaise, ketchup, a little bit of yellow mustard. I added a garlic parsley blend, onion powder, red wine vinegar, and a little bit of Worcestershire. And at the last minute, I tasted it. Tastes good, but I'm gonna add one more thing, hot sauce. Now this Sweet Baby Ray's is a garlic spicy hot sauce. It is good. So kind of one of the drawbacks to actually winging it is, you know, You're tasting, you feel like you had to add a little more and a little more, and eventually you've got a lot more stuff than you actually anticipated. So I've got a fair amount of burger sauce. But anything, oh, I bet it's good on French fries. Oh yeah, oh, that's good. Hot sauce. All right, I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. We're gonna let it marry along with the burgers, and then we will put it on our buns right before we plate. So this is the end result of my burgers. I forgot to video me put them on, but they shriveled up a little bit. Some of them are kind of crackling. I like to grill. I just need a little bit more time, a little bit more expertise. Now, toasted bun, that's the way to go, for sure. We've got some with white cheddar, got some here with Swiss, and then a yellow cheddar. So it's looking pretty good. We're gonna take these off the grill and we are going to eat. If anybody has any tips on grilling, especially for burgers, let me know. I really don't know what happened. I mean, they look good. They just started to crumble on me. I'm really not sure what happened, but you know, I'm sure they're gonna taste good because I know what seasonings we put in it. So, all right, let's go plate them up.